Shalom, Knicks family. I hope you're enjoying your weekend and that your family is enjoying their weekend and everybody is safe and healthy on this Sunday. Welcome, Malik Shabazz, Grand Rising to you, Jermaine Royster, Donnell 140th Street, Miss Bernadette Lumley. Greetings to all of you. The Knicks play tonight at 7:30 against the Washington Wizards at Madison Square Garden. They just come off a 1-point win. uh, yeah, I didn't get the purple juice today. I'm going to do it later. I'll have the purple juice probably after I have my dinner today, but I haven't had dinner yet. Probably going to have that after I work out, which I'll do after I finish with y'all. So I'm going to have my workout, then I'm going to have dinner, and then we'll enjoy some grape juice. What's up, Magic the Wise, Andrew Abraham? I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Yeah, I was talking about Friday night. I watched the game last night from Friday. Shalom, superstar, my brother. Prezi the boss. Ron Cohen, what's so good? What's up, y'all? And okay, at this point, one would hope that the Knicks, particularly Jaylen Brunson, would have caught a memo about ball movement. It's not that complicated. And the difference in when the ball is moving for New York and when it's not is very stark. It's a stark difference. I have Andrew Abraham, I have in my television a section for recordings. And I hit recordings of Knicks games, and it records the Knicks game. Unfortunately, when it does, it always gives me the opposition's telecast, which is not always bad, though usually it is. But it gives me the opposition's telecast, and that's how I get it. I very rarely I don't get a. I don't know, Magic the Wise. I don't know what to do. I was very disappointed watching the game because, see, we get teams like the Nets, and again, the Nets. And I said that Friday, very capable of beating the Knicks. But when the Knicks play Knicks basketball, they would blow out the Nets, as they have blown out other teams. When you look at the schedule, the Knicks have blown out teams when they play Knicks basketball, when the ball is moving. There was one game we were watching. I think it was the Denver game. I'm looking at a game where Brunson only had like 9 shots, and they won the game by like 30, and I was like, I hope, it was March 6th against Denver. In Denver, they win 142-103. Jaylen Brunson only had, let me see how many shots he took that game. He took for that game, he took a total of 13 shots. OG took 17. Karl Anthony Towns took 12. Jaylen Brunson took 13. He was 3 of 13. But the Knicks, and he had 15 assists. And the Knicks had 44 assists for the game and win the game by 39 against a very good team with the Joker. So it's a stark difference. And this is the thing. I was watching the game. And early in the game, there were 3 possessions where Jaylen Brunson used about 16 seconds of the clock dribbling. Then he passes it when he's stuck, and the Knicks get stuck with a bad shot at the end of the shot clock. I am watching Mike Brown on the sideline say, I can read his lips. He's saying, move the ball. He did not say Jaylen Brunson move the ball. He just yelled, move the ball. And that did not stop Mr. Brunson from continuing to hold on to the ball. In the second half, when Brunson started going off, again, and I would like somebody else to watch it like that, because he would get the ball, and within 2 seconds, he's either making a move, shooting it, or passing it. Usually he's shooting it, but he's doing it very quickly. Okay, he's not holding the basketball for most of the shot clock. And so I'm like, what the hell? and then if you notice, I don't know how many Mike Brown said that was probably more shot clock violations than the Knicks have had combined in the rest of the season, because Brunson was holding the freaking ball too long. Okay. And then why would he be trying to, all teams are going to be aggressive against New York. You heard Josh Minot after the game. Well, Cat doesn't like to play physical, which is BS. If Cat plays physical, he will destroy every team, but the refs won't let him because they call fouls all the time. So first it was him hooking people. Now they're hooking him, and they calling foul on him. But so the Knicks are going to face teams that are going to play them physical every game, especially Brunson. And so he should not be trying to fight the pressure. And in fact, that's what the Coach Brown been saying. Don't fight the pressure. Give the ball to somebody else. Let them bring it up. And that's why we had so many turnovers. We had 17 turnovers. And that's a formula. They should not have won that game Friday. The reason they won the game Friday is they were simply more talented than the Knicks. They had more talent. And Karl Anthony Towns got the ball. Okay? That's why they won the game. Okay? Otherwise, they wouldn't win that game. But it was ridiculous. And so I was like, this is a game that should not be close. The only reason it's close is because Jaylen Brunson is hogging the ball. That's it. Period. End of story. Okay? So I don't know what it's going to take for him to wake up to this because it's obvious, right? And then you got people saying, well, he has to shoot, that don't know basketball. He does not have to shoot like that. Fourth quarter, yes. Everybody's more tired in the fourth quarter. He's not. And the one-on-one stuff that he does to get open shots is more effective in the fourth quarter. Got it. But before that, it's ridiculous. So today's another opportunity. I look at it as an opportunity for the Knicks to get right and play basketball the right way. Coach Brown is wanting him to, because like I said, when I saw Coach Brown, I saw his lips. He said, move the ball. Because Brunson held the ball for 18 seconds or 19, and then he gets stuck when they triple team him in the paint, and now he's trying to find a cutter. He finds somebody, and they got to throw up a Hail Mary shot. Okay? No, see, and so we have to. The Knicks have to figure this out. Now, yes, tonight they got the Washington Wizards, and the Washington Wizards are very much like the Brooklyn Nets. So if they play Knicks basketball, they'll be all right. But I'm very concerned on Tuesday night. Dejounte Murray is back. And with him and Trey Murphy III and Zion, and guess what? They got Herb, what's his name? What's the boy name? They got him playing the 5 spot. Herb Jones, they got him playing the 5 spot, 6'7". And they got him playing the 5. And Dejounte, the other night, look at it. They beat, who did they just beat? I was just watching them beat somebody. And who did they just beat? They lost to Cleveland. But I was watching the game and they was beating Cleveland into the fourth. It looks like they got beat in the fourth quarter, 38-18, and that was the game. But I'm watching and I'm like, they're going to beat Cleveland because it looked like they're going to beat Cleveland. And Dejounte Murray only had 12 points. He wasn't shooting the ball as much. Zion Williamson, Sadiq Bey, they were passing that ball around, okay? And Jeremiah Fears comes off the bench. Now, they still lost the game because they gave up in the fourth quarter, but this is not New Orleans Pelicans before Dejounte Murray. This is a different team. And they're coming to Madison Square Garden. Why is that important? You should know if you're a Knicks fan. All of these guys want to show out at MSG. They want to put on a show at MSG. All of these guys. So here we go, okay? And Dejounte is a lot like Cade. Cade is better, but I'm just saying their games are similar in that Dejounte wants to get in the paint and use his length and athleticism to shoot over people, Okay, and he's very good at it. And so we got to get this right, man. We got to get this right. We need these dubs. And the reason is, like, to me, it's kind of critical right now is because Detroit and Celtics are in a tough part of their schedule. And this is a time when the Knicks can really make up ground. They can really make up ground right here. So that's why, we got to handle this business. Yeah. The Celtics got Juju in them tonight. Now, the thing is, they don't have Ant. Ant is not playing tonight. But I'm not sleeping on, we're not going to sleep on Big Ragu. Don't sleep on Ragu because he's good, man. I mean, listen, don't sleep on Big Ragu. So they got Ragu starting, and who else they got starting behind him and with him at the backcourt? They got Big Ragu. Ant is out. Ayu Dosunmu. Oh, come on. And now the Sumo ain't Ant, but the Sumo could ball. Okay, so don't sleep on them. So Juju and them coming there to play Boston, and I'm hoping Juju and them pull out a nice win today. We got Rudy Gobert. He should be dominating the paint against Cater. But you still got to deal with their wing stop, which is Brown and Tatum. You still got to deal with that. So Tatum's playing, Brown is playing. Both of them playing today. Looks like both of them playing today. So yeah. And right now I'm looking at that. It looks like Boston is favored 60-40 on that game because Edwards is out. Brown is day to day. But quad. He got a quad problem. Nikola Vucevic is out, but everybody else is there. For Minnesota, Naz Reid is a game time decision. But I gotta figure everybody that's game time decisions, including Brown and Naz Reid, are going to play because this is a critical time. This is a critical time for all the teams that's in the top 4 of their conferences, top 6 of their conferences. Everybody's got something to play for. Okay. If you look at the Western Conference right now, as far as the standings, it's San Antonio and Oklahoma City at the top. Then it's the battle between the Lakers, Houston, Denver, and Minnesota. The Lakers have a 3-game lead over Denver and Minnesota. Houston have a 2.5 game lead on Houston, and there's only a half game between the 4th seeded Rockets and the 5th seeded Denver Nuggets and the 6th seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. So they are battling that 3, 4, and 5 and 6 spot is up for grabs with 10, 12 games left, and everybody needs a dub right now. So Juju come into play. He come into play. Naz Reid come into play. Ragu come into play. So here they go. Okay. And of course, the Celtics come into play, and they coming into. So I want to see. I am rooting hard against the Boston Celtics. I want to see Minnesota and Julius Randle and them do what they got to do today. Meantime, the Knicks are playing Washington. If the Knicks play Knicks basketball and Boston loses, that cuts that lead to a half game. Detroit's got to play Los Angeles tomorrow. Now I don't know if Luka's getting suspended or not, because y'all heard what happened. A homeboy was talking about Luka's ex and Luka's family, and Luka took that personal. And Luka threatened to, do some things, and so they were talking about possible suspension. I haven't heard anything yet. That's where we're at. So right now in the East, listen, 1 through 4 is available. Okay, looking at the East. If you look at the East standings, because we know Cade is out, right? So there's a very strong possibility they will lose tomorrow to Luka and Randall and them. So LeBron and them. So now you got Cleveland is 7.5 games out of the top spot. So I don't know if Cleveland can make that up, but the Celtics can and the Knicks can. So we got to stack these dubs, man. We got to stack these dubs. Because look, the Knicks in a good spot right now. If the playoffs were to start today, the Knicks would be playing the Hawks in the first round. If the playoffs were to start today, it would be Knicks Hawks it would be Boston, Philly, Detroit, Orlando, assuming they won the 8th and 7th seed respectively, and then it would be Cleveland, Toronto. That the Knicks in a good spot. But listen, the Hawks are balling too. So, they 9-1 in their last 10. So we got a ball, man. We got a ball. And the thing is, like I said, Andrew asked if Boston is better than Detroit with Tatum back. Are you asking me that with a healthy Cade? Because if that's the case, no. I would say no. If you're asking that with a healthy Cade Cunningham, no. I still pick Detroit over Boston. They're too physical. They're too deep. Their defense, JB Bickerstaff got them playing high-level defense. Healthy Cade, Detroit could still beat them. So, yeah. So if you're telling me Cade ain't there, well, yeah, Boston is better. But yeah, exactly, V-Dash. So then, and the thing is, the Knicks are playing their best ball when Jaylen Brunson passes the ball. They are. Look, the Knicks gave up 92 points. That's good freaking defense. In today's NBA, that's good defense. The Knicks gave up 92 points. And it was like 80-something until less than 2 minutes left. So the Knicks played good defense on Friday. But the offense was really sorry. It was sorry, man. So that's really, 22 assists ain't going to get it done. The Nets had 28 assists. The Knicks had 22. Now, Brunson, he had 8 assists, I think, himself. But that's all second half stuff. Dude needs to start the game coming off ball and stop playing. Stop trying to take over the freaking game from the first quarter. Anyway, yeah, the Nets did want to bet. That was good for the Knicks. Pushed them, But yeah, damn, Brunson got to wake up, man. That's the guy. He got to wake up. He's got to wake up. Yeah, Jalen Kobe Brunson. he needs to wake up. This ain't this ain't 2004, 2010. This is 2026. He has got to get to the game, man, and do what he's doing, man. Shoot. Come on, shoot, man. I was frustrated watching. I was like, damn. And I know Mike Brown. It looks like Mike Brown was just yelling in general, like Tibbs used to do. Randy used to do that stupid spin move in the middle of the floor and get stolen. And Tibbs be yelling, look at the ball, pass the ball. Look. But he's really talking to Randall. He just didn't talk to him directly. That's the same with Brown, with Brunson. Okay, so Brunson's got to wake up, period. He's just got to, man. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, Mr. Williams. He needs to channel his Jose Alvarado because Jose Alvarado moves the freaking basketball. So does Landry Shaman, so does Deuce McBride. There's a lot of dudes that know how to move the basketball right in front of him. He should just be able to do it. Does he want to win the chip or doesn't he? That's why I ask him. Do you want to win or don't you? Shoot. That's what it comes down to. Do you want to win or don't you? You know what I'm saying? So he needs to channel something. He needs to channel something or we're going to be in the off-season channel. That's the channel. If he don't channel something that includes a pass, we're going to be in the off-season channel. Tell you that. Early vacation channel. So we'll see. I was totally surprised at that. Because earlier last week, if you recall, when Brunson was out, Jose Alvarado, he did business. I mean, he started, and guess what? The ball moved. Who is it they beat like that? It was the Pacers. I think it was the Pacers. The ball moved. They beat the Pacers by 26. And they weren't even playing their best basketball. But the ball was moving. If you look at it, they had 31 assists. No. How many assists they had that day? 38. They had 38 assists and 9 turnovers. 38 assists and 9 turnovers. Okay? 38 assists and 9 turnovers. Come on, baby. And I was like, come on, man, catch that memo, man. Come on. Oh, man. Anyway, that's what's bothering me. The Knicks are good enough to beat anybody. There is no team, Oklahoma City, Detroit, San Antonio, Boston. There is no team that the Knicks are not very capable of taking out in 7 games. There's no team that do that. But what's frustrating is the Knicks are taking out themselves. That's the problem. Okay. When they play ball like they did Tuesday and the ball is moving and everybody's getting a touch and they're playing that defense, they're rough, man. The Knicks are rough. But when Jaylen Brunson decides to use 18, 19, 20 seconds of the shot clock dribbling. Whoo. Yep. Of course, I've heard. Yeah, I said, remember. Yes, we remember. But apparently Brunson shrugged that off because he came out trying to gun against the Nets, man. And I was like, dude, come on, man. And then they kept, every time they did score, they would give up a point right away. Like we couldn't get 3 stops in a row until this like third quarter. Then they started getting the 3 stops in a row. I was like, dude, could we pick this up a little earlier? Oh, man. But listen, I'm worried about New Orleans on Tuesday. Dejounte has shown in the past the ability to put on a show at Madison Square Garden. He has done it, okay? This is not like speculation. We have seen him put on a show in Madison Square Garden. And so here they come. Zion, Zion has already said his favorite place to play is Madison Square Garden. And now he healthy and DeJounte, man, please. So it's a little frustrating watching it, y'all. I admit it's a little frustrating. Well, that's what it was. Dude did try to, but I think what happened is the boy was trying to hold on to Mitch Rob to stop from breaking his own neck, and Mitch Rob didn't see that and just looked like the dude was pulling him. He had flashbacks of Embiid, you know what I mean? And that he didn't appreciate that. That he didn't appreciate that at all. I don't know if Zion lost weight, but he's balling. I don't know, but he's playing every game, and he's balling. In fact, if I look at you're not going to see Zion on the injured list right now. Let me just make sure that I'm not lying to you. But if I look at the injured list, let me see here. It's just Bryce McGowan, who ain't playing anyway. So ain't nobody on the injured list. So here we go, man. But that's all, anyway, we got to do something, man. We got to do something. Who's the coach in New Orleans? Who's the coach down there? Their coach. Borrego's the coach. Okay. Because they fired their coach, right? They fired the other guy. I forgot, was it Willie Glass or somebody? They fired him. And Borrego's the coach. Okay. That's the guy we was trying to get for our coach, or at least one of our defensive assistants or something, but that wasn't working out. But yeah. Yeah, I remember they was interested. Yeah, Willie Green. Thank you for sleep. Willie Green. I get Willie Glass. Willie Glass used to play for the St. John's back in the day. Willie Green is the coach, right? Willie Green, right? Good coach too, man. It's a shame what happened, but this is the league, man. That's the way they do things. Look, Tibbs was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, got fired. And it ain't the first time. We saw the coach of now he's in basketball operations with Detroit. He was the head coach in Toronto. They made it to the Eastern Conference Final. He got fired. Okay. Dwayne Casey, right? Good coach. And he got fired. And all they did was they fired him. They put Nick Nurse in, and they moved DeRozan, and they got Kawhi championship. That was it, chip. And even that, Kawhi shot that ball, it was bouncing on the rim against Philly. If it didn't go in, you might be seeing Philly in the finals that year. But it did go in. Game. So, look, we got what we need. We just need our guy to play the right way. That's all. We got what we need, man. We got what we need. Yeah. But you know what, John Pettit? I'm not saying Cat shouldn't stop complaining. You're right, he does. But boy, the play he got the tech for, homie grabbed his waist with the right hand and pulled on his shoulder with the left hand. No call. I couldn't believe it either. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is wrong with this? Is obviously some conspiracy against Cat. There's no way. And Cat couldn't believe it. I don't blame him. Okay, I don't blame him. Oh yeah. Thank you, A Pappy, $5. A Pappy, stop sending and thank you for the $5. Please stop sending me these BS rumors that you be hearing from I don't know what Cracker Jack box. Stop. Ugh. But thank you for the $5, A Pap. I appreciate it. But yeah. So what was I saying? But yeah, JB's just he's gotta play the right way, man. And we gotta get them 28, 30 assists. We gotta do this. Yeah, this is if that's this is the frustrating thing. We're right there. The Knicks are right there. Like they are so close to just being able to dominate. Really, whenever they have played the game the right way, they dominate. They dominate. It's not even like look, like we mentioned Denver. Denver's a good team, man. Denver's no joke. And they dominated Denver. They dominated them. And every time they play the right way, they dominate teams. Pacers, who else? They beat the Jazz before about 17. They beat who else? They beat the Lakers. They lose to the Lakers, but they beat the Nuggets. We said that. They beat the Raptors by what? 16. They beat the Spurs. They beat the Spurs by 25. They beat the Bucks by 30 to 39. I mean, damn, the Knicks, when they play the right way, it's hard for them. It's hard to beat us, man. They beat the Sixers. They beat the Sixers by 49. Come on, man. They beat the Celtics by what? They beat the Celtics by 22. Nah, I mean, when they play in the right way, the Knicks are good, very good, very good. Yeah, something is wrong. I mean, yeah, something is wrong with and I have to believe that affected him mentally. It has to. Poor kid lost his mama to the COVID, and now his daddy, was something was wrong health wise with his daddy. So yeah, it had to affect him. That's why I was giving him some slack. The T. I was like, I ain't gonna trip. His daddy. He spent all day with his daddy, and his daddy insisted that he go play this game Friday, so he did. Um, yeah, yeah, there is Michael Drake. There is. I agree with you. There is, but they got to start passing that freaking basketball, man. They really do. Shoot. You got to start picking. But in the meantime, OG is back to sharp. He's being very sharp on both ends of the floor. McCall is very sharp offensively. When he gets the ball, he's very sharp offensively. And he's very sharp defensively. They're playing good ball right now. Shamet is defending his tail off. His shots are a little off, but I'm not worried about that. It'll be there. We know Mitch Rob is doing Mitch Rob stuff. And then, of course, we still got Deuce coming back with Jose Alvarado. And of course, Kumo D played a good game. Matter of fact, Kumo D, I think, was the only player on the Knicks bench that was positive in plus minus. I think he was the only one. Kumo D was plus 14. No, he was plus 10. Everybody else except Kolek. Kolek only played 1 minute, but Kumo D was plus 10. He played 19 minutes. Robinson was minus 13. Croxton was minus 10. Alvarado was minus 11. They weren't really effective. Shamet tweaked his knee. He just missed that game. He's listed as day-to-day. As a matter of fact, let me just double check that. He's listed as day-to-day. So I'm not worried as much about him. I would worry if he was out for any extended time, but I'm not. Let me see. Shamet is listed as out today. Oh, I don't like that. So Shamet is out against the Wizards today. Josh Hart is questionable. He'll probably play. So in the absence of Shamet, you're probably going to start Jordan Clarkson next to Brunson. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. You're going to start Jordan Clarkson next to Brunson. You're going to have to play Kolek some minutes today. He's going to have to see some minutes today. Even though Kolek is technically not a two guard, he's a point guard, but he can play the point with Brunson in the game. Then, of course, you have Alvarado. So you're going to have to play some minutes for Kolek. He moves into the rotation today. I think Hart plays today. Hart plays, and then Shamet is out. So Shamet is out. Hart is playing. Shamet is the two guard right now when somebody's out, like Hart. But now Hart's playing, so it'll be Clarkson to move into the starting lineup, probably at the two guard spot. So here we go. Yeah, so you really still have 11 guys, and you're always going to have that. But it's just the guys that play, the guys that are healthy. When you see a Kolek come into the rotation, which you will see, is because Shamet is out and Deuce is out. Okay, so you're going to see that today. But that's not the norm. Once everybody's healthy, you're going to have your regular starting five with Deuce and Shamet coming off your bench. I don't know who else they're going to play, but Deuce, Shamet, is going to be probably Clarkson and Mitchell Robinson. That's who you're going to get. This is not the cool Kyle G. That's possible, but this is not the time to experiment. We need dubs, so you got to get the grown ass men out there. Kumo G should come off the bench. Kumo G should come off the bench like he's been doing. I would start Clarkson right now. I wouldn't mess around. You want to win this game. Clarkson is the vet. Put him out there. Let's get this done. This ain't the time to help youngins develop. This is the time to win. We try to stack these dubs, man, especially with Minnesota playing Boston today. And, they could definitely beat Boston. So hopefully you pick up a win. Boston loses. That brings us to within half a game. That brings us to win half a game. Yeah, Clarkson is a vet that's looking for that ring right now. He's at the end of his career. He made his money, and he can still ball. So he's looking for that ring. I would start Clarkson with Hart, and then the other three starters: Brunson, McCall, OG, and Cat. Yeah. So, Flower, yes, they are. Some of them are better than others, but we're talking about Mo Diawara. He's a rookie. No, he's still a rookie. If he would have got more run than he got this year, which would have been difficult without injuries, but I hear you, but that cliche don't work with him. He's still a rookie. He's going to need another summer. He'll be good next year now. He's good now, but he's going to be better next year. So Kumo D's coming, though. He's definitely coming. Yeah, Clarkson wants to win. Period. That's how he's playing. He's playing like a man that wants to win at any cost. Okay? That's how he's playing. Okay? Yeah, he's playing like a man that wants to win. So that's what we want. Yeah, so Hart is, I think Hart is, I'm feeling like 90% Hart's going to play. 90% Hart's going to play. And so you got Hart, you got Cat. Brunson has got to give the freaking ball up, and we'll be all right. Okay, we'll be all right. Jabroni, you might be right. I had predicted 55 for the Knicks. I'm now adjusting it downward to 52, 53, which right now, what is it? The Knicks it got 11 games left right now? The Knicks, right at this point, they got 71 games, so they got 11 games left. I'm thinking they should go at least 6-5 in the last 11. If they go 7-3, they'll win 53. So to win 54, like you said, they got to go 8-3. That's entirely possible. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Flower, but Sam Cassell in 1994 ain't got shit to do with Kumo D right now. No. I mean, you could see, Chris Brown for Denver. He hit big shots too, but yeah, I'm not even. Nah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So, yeah, Clarkson's playing to win. He's not playing for stats. He's not playing for recognition. He's playing for the ring. That's what it is. He's playing for the ring. I wish Brunson thought the same way. Hey, Miss Stevenson, I don't know what you missed. Honestly, I didn't know. I don't know. But we're talking about Jaylen Brunson hogging the basketball. Is what we're talking about. Jaylen Brunson hogging the basketball. But yeah. Sam Cassell 30 years ago ain't got nothing to do with Mo Diawara. No, nothing. They're not related. Not at all. Okay. But Kumo D is still good enough to make some plays, play some solid defense. He's capable of hitting an open jump shot, which is good. I think you're right if you're suggesting that Kobe Bryant influenced a lot of today's players, especially those players that met him and actually played at the time he played or played with him, like Julius Randle. And Brunson was a little boy when he met Kobe, and he was an influence on their game and on their life, no doubt. And in a sense, it's negative influence because Kobe was a ball hog. Okay. But Kobe not only was a ball hog, but he was all NBA first team defense. All NBA first team defense. So he was that dude. Okay. He really was. And he's the exception that proves the rule. I don't know many guys like Kobe that hog the ball like that win championships. He did, though. And so Julius Randle trying to copy Kobe was bad for Julius Randle, and it's bad for Jaylen Brunson. The ball has to move. Okay. The ball has to move. Yeah. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully that's what again, I thought after watching what Alvarado did, the other night, I said, hopefully everybody caught that memo. Apparently Brunson did not. Yeah, apparently Brunson did not. I don't know, Prezi the boss. How do I know what Jaylen Brunson wear? What kind? I don't seriously. I just don't want him to wear the sneakers that causes his ankles to get twisted all the time. I don't know why he wears whatever sneakers he wears. I don't care either. Just pass the damn ball and let's win the game, please. Just pass the damn ball and let's win. Oh, yeah, man. They don't platoon like that, John Pettit. Brunson is playing better defense now. He is. He's playing better defense now. So that's it. He's playing better defense. Yeah. Brunson is. I didn't realize. Josh Minot is also Jamaican. I was like, it's coconut against coconut. Josh Minot is also. Josh Minot was balling Friday night. Y'all saw he was killing, talking all kind of mess. I said, he's Jamaican. That makes sense. I said, that makes sense. Okay, got him. Coconut and coconut. Mm-hmm. Coconut or coconut. Oh, man. Good afternoon, Lee Thomas. Yeah, Minot was balling Friday. He was out for blood Friday. He was out for blood. Yeah, Jamaica. Yeah, Brunson mother's Jamaican. Brunson mama is a coconut, and you got to see his head. You see his head. He got that head like a Jamaican man. I got one too. We all got that coconut. Like what's that boy's name? Oh God, there's a coconut. There's a Jamaican dome, and he has it. And Josh Hart is right. And I just thought he had a big head, but no. It makes sense when I found out his mama was Jamaican. I said, there it is. Oop, there it is. Oop. There it is. Lester, what's that boy's name? Lester Holt. He got one of them Lester Holts, man. Brunson got a Lester Holt, man. Remember what Josh said? He came in with that giant Redskins hat. And they said, what you doing, man? He said, well, I was asking for the sizes. And they said, you got medium, you got large, and you got Brunson. And he said, I told him to give me the Brunson. Oh, man. Alphonse, okay, what's up, man? Oh, gosh. Josh is out of his mind crazy, man. Oh, gosh, man. Hey, speaking of WNBA, they're going to get a little money now. They're going to get a little money. So the Supermax, and I like the way they set it up. So The average salary is now 600K, right? And the supermax is 1.4. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, Hart crazy. Hart is the funniest Nick. I don't know. In all my years, I've never seen a Nick funnier than Josh Hart. Have y'all? I've never seen any New York Nick that wears the uniform that's more of a comedian than Josh Hart. I've not seen it. That's not, yes, it's sustainable, Mr. Williams. He wants to win a chip. See, Cat is that again. Cat, Clarkson, they could taste it. They could taste it. They could taste it. They want it. Okay, so that's why Cat is using every ounce of his skills to play the best that he can to win this chip. We just gotta get Coconut on board. Gotta get Coconut on board. Yeah, Mitch Rob funny too. No, Mitch Rob is funny, but I gotta. If I had now, if you go, I'm gonna tell you. I think Josh Hart is funnier than Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson is funny too. No, there's no joke. Calm. Relax, Berman. Remember that. Relax, Berman. Relax. Berman, relax. And then somebody said something about his point guard. He said, "Now that was rude." What's up, Edward? Edward, what's up? Yeah, Cat's been playing defense since the break. Cat been playing defense, and I think it also coincides, Mr. Williams, with the fact that guess what? He's getting the damn ball, as he should have been. He's getting the damn ball, so his defense picks up when he's getting the ball. See, you're right. That's right. Keyshawn Johnson. Give him the damn ball and get out the way. Since they've been doing that, we've been doing all right. Yeah. Alvarado wants it. I mean, everybody on the Knicks wants this chip, okay? Nobody does not want it. But Brunson is lost in his own little world trying to be Kobe. And that's the only problem we have right now. That really is the only problem we have right now. Okay, sometimes they slip up on the weak side, 3-point defense. Yes, they do. But listen, they only gave up 92 points to the Nets. And it wouldn't even have been that. If Cat had hit them 2 free throws down the stretch there, I think it was like 12 seconds left or something, then we wouldn't even have given up that. So the Knicks playing good defense. Overall, they're playing good defense. They really are. I got to give it to them. They're playing good defense. And if you look at the last, several games, so they gave up, let me see. They gave up 92 to the Nets. They gave up 110 to Indiana, 107 to Golden State, 92 to Indiana, 117 to Utah. It was a little bit much. 118 and lost. They scored 126 and 110 in the 2 losses. Then they gave a 103 to Denver, 95 to Toronto, 89 to San Antonio, 98 to Milwaukee. Okay, I mean 99 Chicago. They could play some defense now. The Knicks balling, man. They playing some defense, man. I hope you're right, Guilford, because to me that's the only real weakness right now. Jaylen Brunson should never be bringing the ball up the court. Never. And I'm not saying he can't, but the offense should be predicated on him going off ball from the jump. From the jump, McCall, Josh, who else? OG, any of them. Alvarado, Shamet, Clarkson, all of them should be bringing the ball up. JB should never be bringing the ball up. And the offense would start when it gets over half court with him going off ball. That's what they should be doing. There should be no exceptions to that. Okay? But yeah, whoever the defensive coordinator is, you got to give that. Who is that guy? That guy's got to get some credit too. The defensive coordinator for the Knicks have got to get some credit. Got to. Okay. Whit Brown. Yes, Whit Brown. I agree. In McConnell, you got to give him some credit. Andrew, you Jamaican? You one of the smaller coconuts? Oh, Andrew, you Jamaican? Oh man. Well, you exception to the rule. Most of us got most of us got something along the lines of Lester Holt. Most of it. Oh, Indians don't have big heads. Indians got small heads. They sometimes look big because Indians are small people. They're slender, more slender than the average person. Indians, they don't have the obesity problem that we have here, and so they're not as yeah. But Jamaicans, Jamaicans, oh shit, yeah, man, you could. I don't know what happened to that island, but coconuts, man. You all get the coconut. You all get the coconut. Jaylen Brunson has it. Lester Holt has it. Josh Minot has it. Nick Richards has it. Yes, indeed. Mhm. Yeah. Indians, smaller heads, man. They small heads. Yeah, that's right. Scotty Barnes, yes, for sure. hmm For sure. There you go. There you go. I wonder if Josh Hart's wife is Jamaican. I don't know. I'm just saying because she has a look to her like she's West Indian. I thought his wife might have been West Indian, but I don't know. I don't know. She's a beautiful woman. No doubt. Thick, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. The Thompson twins are West Indian. Are they Trinidad? Wait, who's Trinidadian? Is it the Thompson twins or Guilford? Or are you talking about a Josh Hart's woman? Because the Thompson twins are West Indian. I don't know if they're Jamaican or not, but they're West Indian. You could tell by their attitude. Them boys don't play, man. It's like they putting the hex on you, man, when they come to play. Oh, Josh Hart's white Trinidadian? Trinidadians don't really have the head like the Jamaicans. They got some fine sisters over there. I ain't gonna front. Oh yeah, yes. Scotty Barnes, you can see. Trini, I see the Trini on Josh Hart's woman. I can see the Trini. Definitely see the Trini. Definitely. Yeah, but she fine. Yeah. My first love was Trinidadian. Yeah. Trini's, man. They got it like that. Yeah. Nah, Monica ain't got no big head. She got where she big at is where you want. Well, anyway, no, Monica's good. Monica's good. Monica's good. She's fine. She's good. Yes, Monica. She was looking good Friday too. Shoot. Yeah. Josh did the right thing. Josh did the right thing. hmm Yeah, Josh did the right thing. No doubt. No doubt. Josh did the right thing. The right thing, man. So, yeah. Islands, y'all. Islands is where it's at. That's all I'm saying. Islands is where it's at. Monica was doing the radio broadcast on Friday. She is always on the radio unless sometimes they put her on the analyst, but on the TV. But she's radio. Hey Lee, what's up, man? How you doing? Lee Escobedo. What's up? KOT in the house. What's up, y'all? Yeah, Lee, we just lamenting how long it's taking our brother Brunson to find out he needs to be off ball most of the time. And how that game wouldn't have been that close if he had figured that out sooner. That's all. Yeah. Taylor Rooks. If you're talking about all-time greats, like you have to be back in the day. Like you would know now, but there was a woman named Jane Kennedy. She was Taylor Rooks before Taylor Rooks. Jane Kennedy. Now, Jane Kennedy's like my age. She's like 60-something, 70 now. So you wouldn't know it now. But Jane Kennedy, man. And she was on the sports thing too. But that's Mount Rushmore. I have to put Taylor Rooks on Mount Rushmore. It's Jane Kennedy, Taylor Rooks. I mean, that's just perfect looking woman. That's it. Perfect looking woman. I don't know what kind of people they are, but we just talking about what we see, right? So Taylor Rooks, Jane Kennedy, that's Mount Rushmore right there. And then you add a few others, the prime Holly Berry, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Well, that's my era too. Jane Kennedy was that woman, man. Everybody had her poster. When I was in high school, everybody had Jane Kennedy. That was everybody's dream girl, Jane Kennedy. You know, while certain other people was chasing like Farrah Fawcett and them, we was not. We was looking at Sister Jane, and then there was Pam Grier at the time too, and a few others. But damn, that Pam Grier. Oh my God, Mount Rushmore. And so Taylor Rooks is she's Mount Rushmore. She is definitely. There's no flaws in her game in terms of what she looks like. There's no flaws in her game. And when women are beautiful like that, they're just works of art, man. I'm serious. It's almost like I hear music playing when she walks. It's like, damn. Monica McNutt is a more down to earth, real sister that you might see any day in Brooklyn, But then there's Mount Rushmore. Parker's all right. I mean, I ain't gonna front. There's certain aspects that bother me about Parker. I ain't gonna go into it. But no, Monica's married. She got married last year, like a year and a half ago. Monica been married 2 years now, I think. Yeah. Monica been married. She married like before me and her made that picture in Minnesota when I got her to do the selfie with me. She was married then. So that was like 2024. She got married in 2024, I want to say. Yeah. But Monica's more like a real, like no operations, no jobs on her body, none of that, no fillers, none of that. She's just a real earthy sister that you would see like if you was in Brooklyn or you was in Manhattan, in Harlem, well, used to, something like that. But these other ones, like, organic, thank you. Whereas Taylor Rooks, I don't know whatever she had done, it's working. Whatever she had done, it's working. Jane Kennedy, it's working. I mean, and of course, Holly Berry. Oh yeah. Yeah. Original factory settings are always the best. But if we're just talking, it's not like I would ever see any of them, But I don't know if Taylor's organic, but honestly, I don't care. I'm not gonna marry the girl, right? I'm not gonna see her, but she's Mount Rushmore. There's no doubt. She's Mount Rushmore. Anybody standing next to her looks worse. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be on the TV with her. They have her right. They got her on the TV with all dudes because any woman next to her is not gonna look good. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Why wouldn't she be? Yeah, Taylor, I'm sure she is. Yeah, I'm sure she is. But like I said, you see her walk when she's in the NBA when she would Shaq and them or whatever, and she walk up, it's like you hear music playing, man. It's like, damn, don't walk like that. Damn. I was watching when I watched the game Friday, they showed the Barclays Center and they showed people coming into the Barclays Center. And then for just a brief second, I said, man, I kind of miss New York because you could see the sisters walking in, and I was like, damn. Oh, Ashley Nicole, yep, she's up there too. I ain't gonna front. She's up there also. She is. Ashley Nicole is bad baby, man. No doubt. Yes, Jaylen Ball. Thank you, Andrew Abraham. Let's get focused. Andrew, thank you for helping us. We was kind of getting lost here in Mount Rushmore. But thank you, Brother Andrew, for helping us out. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So anyway, today we got Washington. Now, not right now, Jabroni. I got to work out. I got to eat. The game's at 7:30. If it was earlier, maybe, but I got things I got to do. I got to work out. I got to eat. Then I'll have it after that, So we got a little game plan here, so I'm trying to stick with my game plan, So anyway, we got to move the basketball. I'd like to see 30 assists, against Washington. I'd like to see less than 12 turnovers against Washington. This is team. Okay. I'd like to see the shots spread out. I'd like to see Cat with the ball most of the time. I'd like Josh and McCall and Jaylen to cover that weak side 3-point shooter, to be out in that weak side. Against Brooklyn, you know who did it very well? If you're watching the game like that, I always see. I do watch. I admit, I watch the game different than everybody else. I'm watching things. I watched McCall play that position very well on Friday. So he would stay close to the lane, but he would stay just close enough to that 3-point shooter where he could get out on him. And he did several beautiful closeouts. You know how you can see a good closeout? A bad closeout is when you're running too fast. The guy just pump fakes you and you go into the first row and he steps to the side and shoots a 3. A good closeout was you get up on him, but he can't just roll by you. You stop. And he can still shoot over you, but it's a tougher shot because you're right up in his face, right? And you don't jump into him. Josh has a bad habit of doing that sometimes, but you don't do it. You get right there and you force him to. Usually what you want him to do is not be able to take the shot and get the ball up. McCall played that very well on Friday. He really did. I really was glad to see the way he handled that Friday, McCall Bridges. Even though he was -7 for the game, I liked the off-ball defense that he played. It was very good. So we need to see McCall and Hart and Brunson. Those are the guys that are usually on the weak side of the floor. They have got to be able to close out the 3-point shooter on the weak side with efficiency. If they do that, that's going to be very good for us. Of course, we need Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns to dominate the basketball on the boards, which they have been very good at doing recently. We also need to dominate the paint. What does that involve? That involves the Knicks getting into the opponent's paint and the Knicks not allowing the opponent to get in their paint. Okay, so if they in that what we just described, brothers and sisters of Knicks Nation, is Knicks basketball. Don't allow them to get into your paint, but you invade their paint. Cover the weak side shooter on the 3-point line. Make sure you don't get sucked into the paint so that you can't get out to them. Okay? Dominate the boards, both sides. Keep the turnovers low. Jaylen Brunson pass the freaking ball. Let Cat have it most of the time. Okay? Well, free throws are a function of focus and fatigue. Karl-Anthony Towns' father is sick. We don't know how much that affected him Friday. Okay? His father's sick. So, and he almost wasn't going to play. He said he came to play because his father told him to go play. So you got to have that. He's already lost his mother. He's still a young man. And it's usually like I lost my father. When my father died, 2024, I'm 63 years old. So it's not like, Karl-Anthony Towns is like, he's a very young man to be losing his mother and now his father's sick. No, that's got to affect him. So I give him a lot of space for that, give him a lot of space. Hopefully his dad is feeling better today. It'd be nice to see him at the game today. That would help Carl a lot. Yeah. So, prayers for Cat and his dad, definitely, so that's going to affect him. So I'll give him a pass on the 2 missed free throws. How many times this season have you seen Karl-Anthony Towns miss both ends of a 2 free throw? He don't do that. He's shooting like 85% from the line. Brunson has missed free throws at clutch times before. So I'm not surprised as much as that. In fact, I always count 1 out of 2 for him. But Karl-Anthony Towns usually money from the free throw line. Him and McCall Bridges, who doesn't shoot as many free throws, McCall, but he's usually money. When you put him on that line in the crunch time, he's usually going to hit this free throw. McCall is money, So, but I give Cat a pass Friday because I was surprised he played. I really was. I thought he wasn't going to play. Yeah. And of course, we need OG to be OG. OG. There was at least 3 grown-ass man dunks. Did y'all see that? There was one against that rookie number 77. He backed that brother up, jumped over him, and flushed it. I was like, damn, dude. I said, that's grown ass man. And then who was it? It was Minot that his arms and Minot arms got pushed, and OG pushed him. I said, you done messed up now. You messed up. OG getting ready to bring grown ass man. Was it Wolf? I said, man, you just messed up. You just messed up. And so, yeah, he had that grown ass man energy going. And I was like, oh man, when he does that. So we just need OG to be OG. Okay, we just need him to be OG. No, that was Minot, wasn't it, Andrew? It wasn't Claxton. Was it Claxton? No, you're right, Andrew. You're right, Andrew. It was Claxton. It was Claxton. Their arms got tangled, and OG thought Claxton was trying to hit him, but OG was pointing, and his hand hit Claxton. And then OG turned around and said, "What you pushing me?" and pushed him. But yeah. So yeah, I've only seen really 2 games this year where OG wasn't tight on defense. Only 2. One of them was recently where he wasn't tight on defense. It was a game where the Knicks lost, where nothing was working. And OG was kind of emblematic of that. But that's rare. OG usually comes to play, especially on the defensive end of the floor. He comes to play every night. He comes to play. Okay, so yes, we just need OG to be OG. If the ball is moving, expect a nice game from Mikal Bridges. If the ball is moving. We got to get the ball moving. Okay. No, you're right, Andrew. It was Claxton. I remember now. It was Claxton. You're right. Minot was just talking a lot of mess, but it was Claxton that got caught up with OG. And I thought to myself, you don't want to mess with him. He'll beat your ass. You don't want to mess with OG. He will whoop your ass, boy. Oh, man. Yeah, the Magic, before, when they have the ball right now, Franz is out, right? One of the Wagner boys is out. I think Mo is back. But when them Wagner boys, they get real aggressive, or Orlando. Orlando is kind of disappointing this year. What y'all think? I think they're disappointing this year. I was looking for more from them this year, but they did have some injuries now, but they're right now, Orlando is in the 8th seed. But they're a half game away from Philly, so they would play Philly for the 7th seed if the playoff was to start today. I know, what are you whining talking about? Paulo has been struggling. I am very surprised at that. Honestly, I thought Paulo was on the way to superstardom. And I'm not saying he's not. He's still a young boy. But Paulo, 6'10", 220 pounds of fury, could shoot the 3, could get to the basket, could rebound, could play defense. I said, man, he's going to be a problem, especially with him and Franz, both of them. But they just haven't, I don't know. Paulo was hurt, and then Franz was hurt. So, yeah, they both tough, man. You can look, the playoffs this year is going to be a dog fight. It's going to be the playoffs this year because ain't no pushovers. Okay, so you got Detroit, Boston, Knicks, Cleveland, Toronto, Atlanta. That's your top 6 right now. And Atlanta tied with Philly. You can't sleep on Philly because if they get both VJ, Grimes, and of course our boy Maxey healthy along with Embiid, they're going to be tough, man. They're going to be tough. That's a tough out. And then you got Orlando. Then there's Miami. You can never sleep on Miami. Miami came from the 8th seed just like 2 or 3 years ago to go to the finals. You can't sleep on Eric Spoelstra and them. You just can't, So, yeah. So we'll see, man. The Magic has not been playing what we expected this year. Yeah, I hear you. I like that, John Pettit. Fuck Philly. That's right, John Pettit. That's right there, Gordon. You ain't fronting yet. Yeah, you ain't lied. No, he said, no me entras en la boca, chico. No me entras en la boca. You not lying yet. Oh, man, but we got to get our act together if we want to get out the first round, man. Ain't nobody going to give us nothing. The Knicks got to be ready to take that mess and play the right way. So hopefully we get this together. Let's see what happens tonight against the Wizards. Yeah. Maxi struck. It's Maxi's team. I know everybody thinks it's Embiid's team. It's not Embiid's team. It's Maxi's team. And so if Maxi is hurt, they're going to have a major problem. They got Dominic Barlow. He's very a surprise for them. They got him, but and Embiid, they're good at the five. Then they got Maxi, and they got Edgecombe, and they got Grimes. But then Oubre, solid. He's not no superstar, but Oubre is a very solid fourth option for a championship team, and he's there. So you can't sleep on Philly. You can't sleep on them. You can't. They could come in. They can surprise somebody. So again, if the playoff was to start today, if Philly maintains the spot they got, which is the 7th seed, they'd be playing Boston. And guess who we'd be rooting for? Philly, right? They'd be playing Boston. It'd be Boston, Philly, and I'd be rooting for Philly. Hope Embiid drive 50 a game on. Hate Boston. Can't stand Boston. Yeah, Nurse is a good coach. I didn't really know who he was. When he took over for Dwayne Casey, I said, who is this guy? And then he had Kawhi. That was a major, and then Fred VanVleet and them. That's when they won the chip. But then since he's been to Philly, and then he's had all kind of stars. He had James Harden, right? Yeah, he had James Harden on his team, PG-13 and Embiid. And they still ain't doing nothing, But now he's doing a good job. They're going VJ Edgecombe, whoever drafted him, whoever in the war room said, get this guy from Baylor. They knew what they was doing, man. Because that kid could play. He could play. Yeah, he could play. Edgecombe could ball. There's no doubt. I didn't even know he was that good. I really didn't. I knew he was good now because he is playing. He was a big-time college ball player. But who I dislike the most? Boston. I hate Boston. Then Indiana. Then Miami. I have more respect for Miami because of Eric Spoelstra. I always been to love Eric Spoelstra. I love Eric Spoelstra. I always been a fan of his. Indiana, I do like Rick Carlisle too, but I hate Halliburton and I want him to lose. Boston, I just hate Boston because they're wearing green and they in Boston and I can't stand it. And then you add the fact that Brown talking all that smack after we beat their ass last year in 6 games, acting as if they wouldn't have lost if Tatum didn't get hurt when they was on their way to get their ass beat when Tatum got hurt. So no, I hate Boston. Shoot, I don't like them at all. Yeah, you're right, Michael, sir. They do. Sir Radio, we just got to hope tonight they start, like I said, 30 plus assists today. Win the rebound. Win the paint. Okay. Okay. And then, that from there we should be all right. That was for St. Patty's Day, right, Baptiste? They did it for St. Patty's Day. Yeah, I can't stand Halliburton either. Even though I had Halliburton was second on my draft board that year. He was second. Devin Vassell was my first pick. The year that the Knicks took Obi Toppin. Devin Vassell was my first pick. Obi was my 4th choice. It was Devin Vassell, it was Halliburton, and then it was the boy that Cleveland just traded to Toronto from out of Auburn, the defender. I wanted him 3rd. Then Obi. Then it was Obi. That was my 4th choice. But I had Halliburton after Okoro, right? I had my first choice that year was definitely not Halliburton, Devin Vassell. I wanted Devin Vassell coming out of Miami system, 2-way player. And as you can see, he's balling down there in San Antonio. Balling. Just at the time you thought he would, there he is. Okay, there he is. I was a little concerned with Halliburton because he's light in the ass, but you can see what he could do when he's healthy. Okoro, straight defense. I'm always for defense, and he was one of the best defenders in that draft, and I liked him on the defense side of the ball. And then there was Obi, New York boy, athletic, little late bloomer, I thought, and I wasn't sure if he could play defense on the NBA level, but he's doing it all. Obi's good, man. So the Don did it again. Michael Dollar, what's up? The Don did it again, man. The Don did it again. Yeah, but I had Halliburton second on my draft board right that year. the Knicks needed a point guard, and Halliburton would have fit the bill. But yeah, that was crazy. I was not. I knew Pat Will was a great prospect. I didn't want the Knicks to pick him. I thought he'd fall past the Knicks because I didn't want them to pick him in the lottery. But I was shocked when he got. I think it was fourth overall, right, Coach House? He was fourth overall. I said, "What the hell?" Or was it third? They picked him very high, man. And I was like, "Dang, yeah, Obi's good, man. Yeah, yeah, Obi's good." So, yeah, anybody that was coached by Leonard Hamilton, I'm always for. Because he coaches defense. That year it was Devin Vassell. After that, it was Scotty Barnes, and then Jonathan Isaac. All of them come out of Florida State. Um, Jonathan Isaac, Devin Vassell, Malik Beasley. All of them come out of Florida State, man. So if they were coached by Leonard Hamilton, I'm gonna look twice at them. I'm gonna look twice at them, man. And so, yeah. Oh yeah, I take Obi. Oh no. We're looking at Diawara in the past tense. He's playing well. Let's not get carried away though. He wasn't Obi Toppin coming out of wherever France. Obi was that dude at Dayton, man. So yeah, I would have picked Obi 10 times out of 10 times. No second thought. No. Yeah. I think Diawara is going to do good too. I think he's going to be good in the playoffs. I don't know about show out, but he's going to be good. But wait till next season. In his second year, watch out for this kid. He's going to be very good. We're watching the development of what could be a Pascal Siakam type player. So yeah, but he's a rookie right now. He's still a puppy. He's still gangly. He's still a puppy. He's going to be all good though. There's no doubt. But I wouldn't know about no show out. If he could just play defense like he's playing, I'm glad about that. Yeah, but Michael Drake, where is he going to play? You can't just say bring him back. That's a fan talking. I hear you, but where is he going to play? He's not starting. So where is he going to play? Some people are yelling for DiVincenzo. Where is he going to play? That's what I'm saying. You got Deuce, you got Shamit. What you going to do? And you're going to play DiVincenzo 15 million, 12 million when you got Shamit for a minimum? Nah. Yeah, nah. Obi's nice where he's at. He's good where he's at, man. He's good where he's at. Actually, honestly, Marks, I haven't started looking close at the draft yet. I start looking close at the draft around April. When the Final Four is done, I start looking at the draft. And I start looking at what we got. Hartenstein, we talked about Hartenstein, if you recall, last August. I told y'all Oklahoma City's going to let him go. Oklahoma City going to let him go. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but a lot depends on what the Knicks do in this playoffs. A lot depends. You cannot bring in Isaiah Hartenstein at this stage and not start him. So you're talking about Cat. Now I don't know. And I wouldn't start them together. I love the way the Knicks are doing it now. Cat is starting. Mitch Rob's coming off the bench. And during the course of a game, they'll play together. But it's not the starting unit. That's very important. Yeah, so, but Hartenstein is going to, if I'm Philly, I'm getting rid of Embiid and I'm giving Hartenstein $30 million a year. I'm doing that. If Hartenstein was playing with the same crew, Philly would be near the top right now. That's all I'm saying. Philly would be near the top. So he's a guy that's available. And then you give him some players like Edgecombe and Maxey around him. Yeah. I think they're keeping Lou Dort regardless. It's only Hartenstein they got to move, not Lou Dort. They're going to keep Lou Dort, at least this year. I don't know what happens next year, but they keep Lou Dort this summer. He's not going anywhere. The Oklahoma City ain't stupid. Sam Presti ain't dumb. He ain't dumb. So they're keeping Lou Dort. They're keeping their core. I could see them moving on from Hartenstein because they got Chet Holmgren. Okay, Chet Holmgren's the deal. So they got Chet Holmgren. Okay, but and you can't keep a guy that's worth $30 million coming off your bench. That ain't going to happen. So Hartenstein getting ready. He's already rich, but he getting ready to get real rich. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the Jared McCain move. What did Philly get for him, Andrew? What did they get for Jared McCain when they traded him to Oklahoma City? What did they get? Because he's on a rookie deal. I don't understand. What was Jared McCain traded for? Let me see. First round pick from Houston, 3 future seconds. So they basically gave up McCain for picks. All right. I don't know, man. I guess they had to. Well, it looks then, if that's the situation, they had to choose between Grimes and McCain, and they chose Grimes. It looks like that's what it comes down to me. They had to choose between Quentin Grimes and Jared McCain, and they chose Grimes. So you can't keep everybody, Andrew. So they had to give somebody up. So they got good. They got good value for him. They got a first round pick from Houston that they got from Houston, and they got 3 second-round picks. That's a good haul. They got a 2027 second rounder, 2 2028 second rounder, a 2026 first rounder. So I think they didn't. I wouldn't say they messed up. I think they did good. They ain't losing that with Maxey, Edgecombe, and Grimes. So they did good. Yeah. So that they can't keep everybody. So while it was hot, McCain, that is, they went and got a good haul for him, for a young boy like that. So I wouldn't say they messed up. They did good, Yeah, and he's going to. They had to choose between one of those two, and they chose Grimes. So, and that's not a bad choice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pettit. If you're going to bring in Hartenstein, you're not talking about Mitchell Robinson. You're talking about Karl Anthony Towns. Because Hartenstein's going to start for somebody. He's not coming off anybody's bench. Not now. He's going to start. Mitchell Robinson has already shown that he's willing to come off the bench. So you don't want to mess with Rich Rob. But are you trading Karl Anthony Towns in order to get Hartenstein? That'd be a bold move. I'm not saying it's a bad move, but that would be a bold move. I don't think I'd do it. It depends on how this season plays out, but I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. I can understand the temptation because Hartenstein is really good, man. He's a championship piece. He got a chip. See, so but I wouldn't trade Cat for him. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't move Cat to make room for Hartenstein right now. And I'm not moving Mitchell Robinson. That's my 5 off the bench that I can depend on. So yeah. So really, you're talking about Cat. Well, Hart was hurt this season, John Pettit, but that's not. If you look at his career, he's not really an injury-prone guy. This year, he has been. It has not been the best year for Josh Hart injury-wise. But as a career, I wouldn't say he's injury-prone. He's just this year, And he plays really hard. He's always diving on the floor. He plays defense. He passes the rock. He's a very high IQ guy. He's not Karl Anthony Towns, but then who is? Nobody could guard him. But, I don't know. We'll see. Hartenstein, I don't think Hartenstein wants to go to one of these expansion teams. I don't think he does. Even if they are going to pay him a lot of money, I don't think he does. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. But we're going to find out soon. But right now, our Knicks got to play the right way against the Wizards. If they do, you'll be seeing all of the bench guys, McCullough, Porty playing the fourth quarter. And guess what? That's what we want to see. We don't want to have to see another Jaylen Brunson hero show to win the game at Madison Square Garden against the Wizards. If they play the right way, the game is over. At the end of the third quarter, you bring in McCullough, you bring in Kolek, you bring in Porty, you bring in all the guys that don't play, and you let them run. Okay? Oh, yes, Deuce. I'm expecting a Deuce sighting very shortly. Very shortly. I'm expecting a Deuce sighting. let's say a week from today. I expected it soon. I expected it this week if I was looking back at the day he got operated on. But okay, no. A week from today, I'm expecting to see a Duke site. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. Come on, big head. Come on, coconut. Move that ball, boy. You're right, Andrew. Move that ball. And let's get them 30 assists piled up so we can get another dub up in here. So the Knicks are 46-25. If they can beat Washington today, they'll be 47-25. That's a pretty damn good record, right? With 10 more games to go, Knicks be really good, right? So I'm looking at 52 wins. If they can get 53, 54, even better. But I'm looking at 52. I originally said 55, but it took Brown a little bit to find out about his team, who he wanted to play, who he didn't. Then it took the team a little bit to figure out what they would do. But we're doing good. We're doing good, Knicks Nation. We're doing good. We're doing good. Piling up some dubs, man. We just got to get another one right now. Let's get a dub tonight, and let's just do it the right way so everybody can get some rest and we can prepare for the next one. So dub time, y'all. Dub time. Let's do this. Any hootsy wootsy, as my wife would say, any hootsy wootsy. Listen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. My weekend continues. My weekend continues. I hope you enjoy the rest of yours, though. For those of you that have to get up and go to the 9 to 5 tomorrow, be safe. It's a dangerous world out here, man. And so be safe. That's right. Enjoy your weekend. Let's enjoy this game tonight. Wine peach cobbler, is that what you doing, Blair? No, I can't mess with no peach cobbler. I can't mess with no sugar, man. My sugar is finally at 100, and I'm good. I don't want to mess with no sugar. I want to be able to do things when I'm 70 and 80. So I gotta stay away from the sugar. It's no big deal. I can still have some red wine. I can still enjoy that, all that. That's right. Go T-Wolves. Y'all do your thing. Y'all do your thing. Be safe. Enjoy the game. We'll talk on this one tomorrow. And, let's just play the right way and get this dub, y'all. Play the right way. Come on, JB. We're pulling for you, boy. All right. Thanks, y'all, for showing up today. Michael Drake. Who is it? APAP, thank you for the $5. Michael M. Drake, Andrew, Blair, John Pettit, Coach Hauser. Who we missing? Miss Lumley. Who else we got? Guilford. Let me see. I'm not missing nobody. Who else we got in here? Let me see. I said because Michael Servant. Let me see. James Martin, Mr. William. Also, let me get Richard Baptiste, June Man 15. Let me catch everybody as much as I can. Miss Stevenson, always a pleasure, Miss Stevenson. And Mars Jetson. Okay, got you, Mars Jetson. 123 New York. What's up? Let's see what else. Cool Kyle G, my man. What's up? See, we get everybody up in here. Michael Dollar, I got you. Ace of Spade, got you. Who else? James Gant, Jay Supreme, got you. Let's see who's missing. I said Richard Baptiste. Nathaniel Royster, Jay Supreme, got you. Magic the Wise One. All right. Let's see. I think Miss Lee, Nathaniel Royster, I think I got you. November 0. James Martin, Miss Lee. RFW2, Rich, got you. Lee Escobedo from KOT, got him. I think we got everybody. Prezi the Boss, if I missed y'all, I'm sorry. Prezi the Boss, got you. Lucas Eureka, got you. Who else? Jabroni Z, I did get Mr. William. Woody Stephanie Lee, got you. Ivor Edwards, got you. Let's see. Arrow, that's a Jamaican name. Arrow, got you. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, I think I got everybody. I think Drake Chap, I think I got you. The Fever. Who else, man? I think I got everybody. If I didn't, just like what the song say, whoa. If I missed y'all, if I miss any of y'all, y'all still Whoa. Enjoy it, Brother Lonnie. We'll talk to y'all soon. Enjoy the game again, man. Let's go T-Wolves, go Knicks. Let's do our thing. Shalom.